what you want to do first before you start cleaning a window, one, you want to make sure you've got a nice clean mop. We call this also a T-bar. It can come off, it's just one piece of Velcro. When you get back to the shop, always throw your dirty ones where all the dirty towels and mop sleeves go. So we're going to start off, we got a nice clean one. And what I like to do, before I even get on site, we use Dawn. As of recording of this video at least, this is the best window cleaner we found. Dawn works the best, kind of the industry standard. I'm going to wet my sponge a little bit with soap and just rub it in a little bit. And we got our bucket of soapy water by the windows. I'm going to dip it in before we get started, but I just want a little extra soap on my sponge before going. Squeegee. So you want to make sure when you're squeegeeing, you want to make sure this is centered, which it's not. So I'm going to push this in. Every squeegee blade's different, but we're just going to make sure that that's center. And now I want to make sure that the squeegee is straight, the rubber. After a dozen homes or so, the rubber may get a nick in it, it gets worn down, it's not sharp. So the way I do it is kind of eyeball it. Right now, if you look at it down the angle, if you can see, it's got a few waves to it. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it is. So I want to make sure and replace this. I know for a fact this probably hasn't been replaced in a long time, so we're going to replace it. So we're going to pinch that again just a little bit, and we're going to take this off. And now this one just comes right out. Now we want to get a new rubber. Sometimes you can flip it, and then the extra edge on this side won't be as damaged. I know this rubber is super old, a few months old, so we're just going to get rid of it. I like having the little cuts on the side. It gives the edges a better finish to where you don't have to use the towel as much. So now if your new rubber does not have those edges, what we're going to do is clip it. So we're just grab any old clippers, knife, whatever's kind of most handy on the truck, and we're just going to make a little 45-degree angle. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to do it again right here. Let's see how that looks. I don't like the way this side came out, so I'm just going to trim it one more time. Scissors would really be the most ideal because they're a little longer and you can get it in one clip. But that's what I happen to have handy. So now we're going to slide it back on. Now you can tell there's a ripped portion at the bottom, and that's going to fit right where it goes. Pretty much on all of our squeegees here. Now, you can tell I made a mistake here. I'm not thinking. Alright, so that side's even. This side, I cut the stupid rubber the wrong way. So we're going to cut it in the way it's supposed to go here. So there we go.